Sit back, relax a little bit. Let me tell you a story. See if yours is anything like mine. Remember when I was a kid? So much better when I popped the lid. Feel the rabble, open it up.
Exactly, listen to Shawnee. Right, and Cash Out's the easy way to get money transferred when y'all with friends. So, jump into that and then we'll get back to it.
He said, baby, jump in the back, boy. Tailgate crazy.
You heard it, so you know what that means, man. It is Fantasy Reports on Shady Sports Network. What up, everybody? I am your bus driver, Cedric Green. We got the co-pilot, Justin, the co-bus driver, whatever you want to call it. What's up, Justin? How goes it, bro?
I'm ready to go. This is fun. I'm doing well. Had a long work day. Got nice downtime after work, and now I'm ready to get this thing cruising, get some hot topics brewing, and get some engagement going. And hoping everybody had a great, wonderful month of May, and looking forward to what's to come here on the network and on this show here for the month of June. Let's get it popping. Let's boost those numbers up. Let's get those likes and shares and follows pumping through this place so we can keep growing and growing.
Month of June, what the heck?
Yeah, we're already just almost halfway through the year, man.
We just ended last year, man. What the heck? It's already June.
OTAs will be starting soon. Training camp.
We did phase 1 already of OTAs, right? I know the
Broncos really
did.
Wow, yeah.
I've been hearing about Evan Ingram out there wearing number 1. So,
he's got number 1, huh? Maybe he's Bo Nix's number 1 target here this fall.
He literally is Bo Nix's number 1 target. He was the first target on the first day.
What, is Cortland Sutton chopped meat all of a sudden?
Nah, Cortland Sutton's a possession receiver, man. Cortland Sutton's
what about Marvin Mims? Deep shot himself.
Oh, right. Troy Franklin, too, right?
Yeah.
Look at that. All of a sudden, Broncos went from no weapons to
whole platter to choose from. He can get a little of this over here with Ingram, get a little over that. There with Mims. He can go a little bit over here with Cortland.
And we got a quarterback that can actually throw, but they're a middle of the road team. But anyway, it's Fantasy Report, guys. Whatever. We didn't do Tuesday or Sunday night, so we got tonight, Tuesday night.
Apologies for that.
Hey, sorry about that, guys. But we are here. We are here now. And hey, Tuesday's our other night, right? When we come back live, we'll have both nights rocking. So you guys rocking with us.
Yeah, as soon as the season starts, guys, buckle up because we're going to have content coming out your ears. We're going to be going Thursday nights, Monday nights, Sunday nights.
Sound like the Broncos defense. Buckle up. Those lockdown corners. Anyway,
cool.
Yeah, so tonight we got some good fantasy for you tonight. We're going to be talking fictional quarterbacks, our rankings, and we're going to rank them, and we're going to look at them, and we're going to say who would be who would be better than who. I'm talking Paul Crew. I'm talking Willie Beamen. I'm talking, Uncle Rico, guys of that nature. So we'll get into that. Well, we also got Justin's question of the week, who is the next new team to win the Super Bowl? New team. I didn't notice that when I saw the question. I was like, next team, Broncos, right? Nah, the next new team.
I had to think though for a second because it has been. I'll give you a pass though, Sid, because it has been a while since the Broncos won it. Because I had to sit there and think for a second.
Speaking of that, we'll talk about that too. So, how long does it have to be?
Your other question.
How long ago can you still say that you're a Super Bowl winning organization?
Yeah, put that in the chat there too.
Have been between your last Super Bowl. So, because I know the Broncos won a Super Bowl in the last 10 years. I don't know when the Lions won a Super Bowl, but hey, no,
that's cold.
We'll be a new team though. I get it though, but that's what I'm saying though. So we'll talk about that in the bandwagon question. How long is it like before you can be like, okay, well, can we keep riding on this glory? Because you got some Raiders fans still riding on their last
cutoff line. We need to know.
And then we got and that's it. So we'll talk about those topics. We got those 3 things.
Got some more stats and sorcery coming your way throughout the rest of the show, be it if we have some time to play around with.
So we'll get it going, guys. Keep rocking with us here in Shady Sports Network's Fantasy Report. So, you know how we do. We jump into a promo. So we'll get that promo, and then we'll jump right into some fictional quarterback talk. So Here we go, guys, with the promo. Yes, sir. Let's keep it rocking, keep it moving. Hey, guys. So, yeah, like we said, we're going to be talking about fictional quarterbacks. We have a top 10 fictional quarterback list that you can view over on the Facebook group, Fantasy Reports, and we'll get that up on the Discord group as well. But I thought we'd go about it a different way since we got both our lists.
Let's have some fun tonight. Let's relax a little bit, get comfortable, loosen the belts, unbutton the shirt a little bit, and let's just
man.
Spitball some fictional stuff. These aren't real quarterbacks, so nothing to get all hot under the collar about.
We're just talking about if your quarterback's not on this list, don't worry. He probably should.
Let us know one. If we missed one, please tell us.
Yeah,
please tell us, because
I could have put Dan Marino on this list because he was and
he played his fictional self in the movie Ace Ventura.
Yeah, was he a quarterback? He was a quarterback. He was still a quarterback. Who else? Who else are some quarterbacks that played their fictional self? Russell Wilson did in a Subway commercial.
That counts.
So could have put Russell Wilson.
Dangerous. Do you miss him already? Said in Denver. Do you guys miss him over there? Or are you cool with Bo Nix?
You
miss Dangerous?
Nah, I'm good with Bo Nix. I'm glad that we're moving towards the future. Finally, the Broncos kind of have a plan towards the future because it's been a while. Like, I feel like John Elway was probably the last. Well,
come on. What about Tim Tebow or
They were plans, right?
Hey, it's your Gator guy. Right. He's a Gator. You gotta show some love.
Hey, go Gators. I love Tim Tebow, but no, it's the first time we had, going into the second season where we're like, oh shoot, we got hope. You know what I mean? Like maybe we'll see something grow from this, and we can grow. We can focus on other things like we did. We went out and got Evan Ingram. We got Hufanga. You know what I mean? We got Greenlaw. Even though guys that have injury history, but still, Evan Ingram isn't. But still, hey. Fingers crossed,
healthy season, productive season, and knock those Chiefs off the top spot in the division. That's what we got.
It's a lot, man. Like I was listening to it on the other day, they were saying, the Bills and the Ravens could knock off the Chiefs. So it's still,
I think if the Broncos can knock them off twice, beat them twice in the regular season, they got a good shot.
Beat them twice, right?
Yeah, I know that. Oh.
But hey,
block field, what it was.
It is what it was, guys. But yeah, no, we got our fictional quarterbacks, and you know what? We got our die. Let me find my dice.
Yeah, drop us your top 10 fictional quarterbacks list here in the chat. We'll go over it live, and then we'll keep the conversations going. And while you're tuning in with us, hanging out with us, please follow, like, subscribe, and share us wherever you can. Find us on socials, and spread us to your friends, family, and coworkers, and whoever you feel might enjoy our content.
You heard it. So, let me change the dice.
Ready for business? Let's talk business.
We got 6.
Oh, snap.
Not 20 tonight. So we got the dice.
Yep. We're bringing back bringing that dice.
And we got our fantasy, fictional, fake, whatever you want to call it. Some of them might be real. Who knows? They did it. They trained. Anyway, we got quarterbacks that we're going to be talking. So we're going to put them up head to head. Pew, 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 pew.
And if you checked us out on our social groups there, you could see our lists ahead of time that said posted up for us, thankfully. So you can get a sneak peek at that list before we get into it. So what's the first one, Ced? Who you hit us with first?
Yes. So we got the dice, like I said.
Oh, yeah. Game on. The game horn sounded.
There we go. You see the dice, guys. So.
Oh, shit.
Nope.
There we go. Say. Oh. I love when that happens.
Oh, do I just shake it? I don't know how to do this thing.
Oh, you do, isn't it? Is it one of those shake ones?
I guess it wasn't. Anyway, guys. Oh, there we go. Got to press the dice. All right. We're live, guys. So
We
we
got
can't
there.
even edit that
That's
out.
all
But
good.
here we go. All right.
Hey,
We
that's
got
the
dice,
fun
guys.
beauty of doing it
We
live.
got the button. Press it. Here we go. 6.
Boom. 6.
Oh,
All right.
6.
Who's at number
is
6 here?
6? At number 6, we have
On Ced's team, we got, oh boy. Oh man.
Tony versus Flash Gordon.
I think he won the Super Bowl in that dream sequence he had in that movie. So I don't know about your quarterback, but Flash Gordon over there won the Super Bowl at the Jets. He's an all-pro. It even says on the card, so I'll tell you what.
Touche. So I hear you there. And I think actually both of these were from your list.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. I think somehow I just put them together, but that's okay. Let's see what we got written for it.
All right. Yeah.
Because Flash Gordon won the Super Bowl. Mox Zone from was it Blue Mountain?
Varsity
no, it's not Blue
Blues?
Varsity Blues. Varsity Blues. I think I saw Varsity Blues Once Upon a Blue Moon.
That's an old show. That's a while back now.
Yeah. So it actually was
Which one of these guys would you rather have on the
So
Broncos
he actually won the
set?
district title. You know,
Oh, he did. Okay.
You know, and he stood up to his coach.
Still not a Super Bowl.
You know, but you know, in some people's eyes,
Yeah, I don't see Flash Gordon ever doing that.
It's quite the same.
Mhm.
So what you?
Hey,
all right.
he still got hardware.
Yeah, man, a district title in some people's eyes is quite the same as a Super Bowl.
So, which one of these guys would you like to have on your NFL football team? Which one would you want the Broncos to have?
Do you want a guy with some moxie and Flash Gordon? You know what I mean? Winning Super Bowl,
He's
winning
quick.
quarterback. He is good. Or do you want a guy that, you know, can quote some Shakespeare?
And probably pull some ladies, you know, too, because I think that was
Well, I think both of them on that, like, I think they're kind of tied, right? Because Flash Gordon, I mean, this guy was a hero, you know. And
well, Jonathan Maxone could be seen as a hero too in a different way.
Well, I guess a hero, you know, for his teammates, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, he could be a hero for the students in the school. So I could see that too. But I guess we got to go with Flash Gordon on this one.
I have to, because if I don't have Jared Goff on my team, I'll take the next best thing in Flash Gordon.
Flash Gordon? All right. Flash Gordon.
Sorry, Jonathan Moxone. You're a good guy. You just can't go up against Flash.
All right. So yeah, I guess I didn't plan this out all the way, but I do like this.
That's okay. That's the beauty of doing it live.
You guys in the rewatch, let us know. Who do you got? Flash Gordon or Moxone? I want to see Moxone from Varsity Blues or Flash Gordon from Flash Gordon.
Did you ever catch that movie, Flash Gordon?
Like probably. I want to say like maybe once on the Sci-Fi Channel.
Well, I was real little. I'll have to rewatch it again. I don't.
I was just. I know I was a Sci-Fi Channel kind of dork or whatever you want to call it.
Oh, so was I, of course. After school,
so everybody was, right?
Just weird out.
Exactly. So they had the cool stuff. So I bet it was. You know, I feel like I watched it once. I just don't
so we both chose Flash Gordon. Do you think he's the Super Bowl winning quarterback for the Jets in that movie? Do you think he could take our teams to the Super Bowl and win the Super Bowl?
I think the Jets literally would need a hero to take them to the Super Bowl.
For sure, for the Lions.
Yeah, he would have to be a Super Bowl or a hero to take them to the Super Bowl. So yeah. Nope. But gosh, man, you know, maybe we'll see Moxone in another round. All right, here we go. We got the dice. We know how to work it now.
Here we go.
We know how to use it.
That's 6. We got this. Ooh, one. Oh, is this our top guy?
This is a top dog.
Or how's
let's
it? Is
save
this
one.
no? Those were my. Is this one yours? Like the one
No,
on
this is
yours?
both our
we're
number
doing, or-
ones. This is
Okay.
both our number ones. So I put our number ones against our number ones, and that was our number 6 against. Well, that one I went off track on the 6s, but it started out like that, and then I was just like,
That's all good.
I don't have enough of them to do it, and then I went on this other tangent, and I was trying to put them together. But anyway, number 1 is gonna be Shane Falco
guys,
of the Washington
the heavyweights
from the replacements, and Willie Beamen from Any Given Sunday.
You know, there's one right answer, chat.
There's only one right answer. Come on, man. You got the multi-talented Willie Beamen. Did I mention he can sing too? People don't know that.
I wish you had a clip. I want to hear him sing again.
This guy was a scrambling play, extending touchdown, creating machine.
He was the original Michael Vick. He was the original Lamar Jackson.
Yeah. Wasn't that around the same time as Michael Vick, though?
Oh, now you're really testing my movie IQ.
I'll have to look it up and see when it came out.
Yeah. Did they model Willie Beamen after Michael Vick?
I would have to say. Well, I have to go back and watch Any Given Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
Because I swear I always get Any Given Sunday and the replacements kind of mixed up, to be honest.
Now, I think they came out relatively close together.
Yeah, they kind of feel like the same movie.
I just know Keanu Reeves as a quarterback leading a band of misfits with Gene Hackman as his coach.
Mm-hmm.
Can't go wrong with that. Washington Sentinels. Who's Beamen even quarterbacking?
Willie Beamen is literally the best quarterback ever. I'll say it once, I'll say it again. There's no.
How does he do with the read option? How does he do with the flea flicker?
He made the read option. What are you talking about? He is the read option. They're watching this movie and they're like, yo, we should do that.
Michael Vick's like, he's doing my moves.
Michael Vick's like, I do that. I do that already.
But I will give it to Willie Beamen, though. He has the better voice. He has a better musical inclination.
I mean, have you heard Michael Vick sing? We haven't heard Michael Vick sing.
I don't think there's no way that Michael Vick's somewhere on the internet singing.
Oh, man. Those professional athletes, there's not much they can't do, right? I don't know.
Nowadays, no.
What do you
I'm
guys
taking Shane Falco. I'm going Shane Falco.
I'm going Michael Vick. I'm going Michael Vick. Let's take a promo real quick.
It's a tie, Chad. You have to break the tie, guys.
Yeah, break the tie. Michael Vick or Shane Falco. When we come back, tell us why is Michael Vick.
Enjoy the promo. While you're at it, share us, like us, follow, subscribe, and we'll see you on the other side.
That part.
Good luck, everyone here. Oh my Lord, who is this? Joe Burrow! Joe Burrow! AFC North smoked it right here, baby. Fanatics, authenticated Joe Burrow on the speed, incredible hit, going to Alpha Wolf. Congratulations, Alpha.
Yes, sir. You seen it.
I'm still waiting on getting my box here, said. One day I'll get it.
I'll
get one of those, and I'll make sure to use my code Shady5 to get $5 off our order. So perfect gift for a sports fanatic in your life, someone who's enthusiastic about sports memorabilia or needs to add on to their fan cave. So make sure you use our promo code at checkout.
There you go. I got my sticker today.
Yeah, you did. You want to show us your gift from the blessed boss man himself?
Room, no.
Oh,
I'll get it next promo.
Maybe Kat will get it for you.
No, he will not get it for me.
It's like you don't pay me enough for that.
Yeah, he isn't doing much of anything. But yeah, guys, you heard him. Use our promo. You get some money over there. I think you get 10% off.
It was $5, I believe.
Oh, was it $5 though?
Yeah.
I think I got a
signed memorabilia, either a jersey, a helmet, or what have you on that website. Check those guys out.
Use a code Shady5. But yo, guys, let's get back to it. So, we're talking about these quarterback battles we went over. Yeah. So Willie Beamen, Shane Falco. Man, I gotta go Willie Beamen still.
Who's more clutch in the big time moments? I gotta go Shane Falco there.
Gosh, I feel like I gotta
They're
sit down and watch
clutch-time
these
quarterback.
movies again. I gotta sit down and watch all of these movies again instead of just naming them. Yeah. Instead of just
Who had a
naming.
better team, the Washington Sentinels or the Miami Sharks? Who's winning that?
Come on,
that
man.
game?
Where do you want to play?
You know it's the
Miami
Sentinels.
or Washington? Come on.
I think the Sentinels could take the Sharks.
Oh, wow. I would love to see this match. Well, from looking at it, weren't the Sharks like an indoor arena team, it seems like? Or did they just play inside of a dome?
I'm not sure. Like, it's been so long. I'd have to rewatch these films.
That's what I'm saying. Maybe I should have went and watched them. I all set this up and I didn't do it right. My homework is to watch all these movies.
Not a bad choice, though, because there's a lot of good films on here.
I know. I was like, I'm with it. I am with it. All right.
Until we get a tiebreaker out of chat, I think that one's going to go down as a draw, a push.
A draw.
I'm confident in chat.
They were an American football team. They were a professional team.
The Sharks?
Yeah. They were supposed to be like a professional team. So
it might actually be a good game. It depends on how Willie Beeman's feeling that day, any given Sunday, right?
Right. And then didn't he have come on, man, didn't he have Al Pacino as his coach? Come on, you put Gene Hackman up against Al Pacino.
He did do Hoosiers as well.
Gene Hackman?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess he does have that. But
he's a good coach. I'm afraid Al Pacino might, shank me on the sidelines.
Darn right. He will.
Some blow with the cheerleaders.
Don't be afraid.
Pull a Stephon Diggs.
He will. Yeah. He will go ahead, give you some crazy pink powder stuff.
You see that, dude?
So wow.
Do you think so there's been rumors that the Patriots are going to cut him. Do you think they're going to cut Stephon Diggs after that?
Oh no, man. It's kind of like you want to cut him, but you want a good receiver, right?
Yeah.
You gotta cut him being the Patriots, right? They don't got Belichick there no more. You
Yeah.
see Belichick.
He must be doing well and enjoying his rehab if he's doing some coke on a boat with Cardi B and her friends.
So wild. How do these people all get filmed doing stuff? I feel like, gosh, like, I feel like if I were a celebrity,
it kind of makes you feel like it's a little on purpose. Like you don't accidentally let that go out, right? Like you probably saw the phone and was like, okay, whatever.
Not if you're like messed up.
That's supposed true.
You don't even notice.
Just hope you didn't fall off the boat. You didn't want any drownings.
I'm on a boat, motherfucker. All right, so back to it, guys. Let me get my dice
so
up.
So far, we got Flash Gordon taking on Moxone, and then we're stuck on Falco and Beamen. I hope you guys help us out there and split the tie as we get into this next one.
Yeah, tell us who you got and why should it be Willie Beamen. All right, so here we go. We got the dice. Let's see.
Here we go. Can't do 6 or 3. I don't even remember what my third one was.
Third one, ooh.
Maybe Johnny Utah? Oh, the Battle of the Crews. I'm going to go with the Adam Sandler's Crew because that movie was absolutely hilarious.
And I think I just did this one last second. I don't even really know much about old school Crew. What's his name?
I honestly have not seen the old one. I've only seen the Adam Sandler Longest Yard, and but I know Burt Reynolds was in the one with Adam Sandler too.
Wasn't he like a prisoner?
I think so.
And then he came out.
Yeah.
So I mean, essentially they were the same person, but somehow he was in the second one.
Yeah, that is
and
weird.
he came out and still threw like a pass or something. So
Yeah,
they were the
I
same
think just
exact person.
Adam Sandler's Paul Crews a baller. He just, making all the dimes and all the throws in that movie.
Yeah. I think especially like when he got the quarterback in check. And I feel like that thing like shed light on like prison leagues. Weird. It's crazy to have a budget for that.
I wanted to do. I suppose they don't have any real prison leagues. I don't think they.
Yeah, I saw one. Sam posted.
They
one.
actually have organized team sports in prisons.
Yeah, there was one in the. Let's see if I can find it. There was one in the chat. Sam posted.
Oh, I was gonna say we don't cover it on the network, do we?
Yeah, we do. Nah.
Oh wow.
Probably not. We got an insider. No, I'm playing. No.
Learn something new every day.
No. Probably not. But that'd be cool, right?
It'd be interesting for sure. Be a productive use of their time there while they're in there.
Yeah. No prison team. Maybe I just made it up. Anyway. So the Crews against the Crews.
I think we're both going Adam Sandler, Mr. Crew.
Old Crew versus new Crew. I like, I don't know, man. Burt Reynolds is that dude, bro. I don't think we can appreciate how much of that dude Burt Reynolds was because we're not from that generation.
I'm taking points away from him though because he doesn't have his mustache in that movie.
I'm taking
that famous mustache.
It's crazy how much they look alike too.
That is kind of weird. They're wearing different numbers. That's the only way you can tell them apart.
Yeah, if they didn't do that, I would have been like, how do they do that? Split himself. Anyway. Yeah, so we going Adam Sandler.
Yeah, I think new crew over old crew.
New Crew over old
maybe
crew.
Our older generation can reflect and tell us how that movie went and maybe give us some feedback on why Burt Reynolds' crew is better than Adam Sandler's crew.
Yeah!
Alrighty.
Boy, that's the story of my life. No respect. No respect.
That's what they're all saying. But yeah, Paul Crew from Pro Baller, NFL player to prison quarterback, led a team of misfits to redemption and had absolute control of that entire game. No official stats, but he took down the guards and he stayed cool while doing it. So,
hell yeah,
I'm with that.
I don't. I haven't seen the old one, so I don't know if they use the same everything from the old one.
I don't know if everything was the same, right? Because it started with him getting a DUI and stuff, and it was a little updated.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm sure it was kind of similar. Maybe I'll watch that's what I'm saying. I've got to go and just watch all these movies, I guess. Should have been watching.
And then we'll have more opinions in the next episode, being like, do you remember this? Remember that? Remember this?
Right. I'm planning to, but man, life just goes. Anyway.
That's a lot of movies.
That's a lot of movies. So here we go. We got the dice, guys. Let's roll it. Nope.
Oh, can't do 3 again.
Nope. We did 6. 4.
4.
Have we done 4? We have not done 4.
This one's gonna be fire. I feel this one's gonna be a hot one.
What do you think this is gonna be? What and who and where do you think this is gonna take you, my brother?
I think this is the Johnny Utah one. I think this is the other Keanu Reeves quarterback. I
wish we would have talked about him more to do like. So I wish I would have broken it down to like, second round, put him against other people. But yeah,
yeah,
it's Johnny Utah versus
there it is.
Greenaway.
Greenville.
Greenaway. Greenville. It wasn't like
Yeah, I think I still gotta go Johnny Utah here just because. You think
Johnny
so?
Utah, FBI agent, ex-Ohio State star, towards ACL. He didn't even have no ACL. How you gonna go, Johnny Utah? ACL? What?
I don't
He only
remember him
played
being
for
a
Ohio
mobile
State.
quarterback. You just take that ball and chuck it.
Gosh, G was the secret weapon for the Mud Dogs. He led the Mud Dogs to the national title, and that wasn't an easy feat.
He did. He
Because
did have a
They
cannon of
had
an arm
coaching
too.
issues.
Yeah, that
they had
whole team was just all out of sorts. That's why I feel Johnny Utah has got the edge because he's on the Buckeyes. He's competing for the college title and juggling multiple things at once. He held his own.
I don't know. Johnny Utah was.
I think if
kind
you
of
had an individual talent competition between him and Gee, I think Johnny Utah would have the better overall.
Well, obviously in Ohio State, yeah, because he's playing for Ohio State, a known school, whereas the Mud Dogs are in the bottom of the map and down there in New Orleans.
Well, you never know. Mud Dogs with that defense, and Bobby Boucher could probably keep them in the game. Sack Utah
Bobby
a couple
Boucher
times.
would definitely keep them in the game. A couple hits on Johnny Utah. Johnny Utah ain't throwing the ball no more, man.
Yeah, I don't know. Now I'm thinking Gee because Bobby Boucher could potentially knock Johnny Utah out of the game.
Oh man,
he already tore his one ACL. Who's to say
That's
Bobby
what I'm
Boucher
saying.
didn't do it twice?
That's what I'm saying. See,
Yeah, I think I'm changing it now. I'm sorry. I'm going Gee. Going Gee Grenville.
see, we don't flip
Taking
you.
it.
Flip you.
You can't count out that defense though.
Oh wait, Gee was your guy. Nah, we gotta go Johnny Utah on this one.
Yeah.
My Johnny Utah.
We got another tie.
Yeah.
All
Well,
right, Chad,
I
help
had
us
Johnny
out.
Utah at 6, and you had Johnny Utah at 6.
Oh,
Literally.
we got a tiebreaker in the
Both
chat.
at 6. Yeah. And then we both had Paul Crew at 3. That's wild. You had
Damn.
Uncle Rico at 2. I had Shane Falco at 2. You didn't even have Willie Beamen until 4.
Hey now.
Hey now.
He made he made the list. He made the list.
Barely made your list, bro. Who we got over
I think
here?
top 4 is good for the list. Yeah,
Utah
see Sam
over
broke the
G?
tiebreaker.
You guys need to go back and watch The Water Boy. I don't know what you guys are talking about because as long as we got Bobby Boucher on that field, we got a chance against anybody. All right. So, what up, Sam? Keep it moving. Oh, I guess I should pull that up too.
What you got going for us? What other sorcery you got cooking up over there?
So let's see. All right. Well, I was gonna see if I can get some of this chat movement going up. Oh, nothing can stop me. I'm all the way up. Can I say that?
Hell yeah. So next time when we do these lists, yeah, I definitely agree with you. We should go over and do the second round, third, the finals, and have a proper battle.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So maybe we'll just do them.
We'll clean it up for you guys next time. We're just feeling this one out. We're trying it out.
Yeah, I'll just do them
fun.
separately instead of just having them both.
Yeah, for sure.
In there. And then that way. That part.
We're feeling good,
anyway,
tonight, Sam. We're having fun.
What up, Sam?
We're
Thanks for watching.
On some good old movies.
Oh yeah, let me go grab my stickers. Hold on, let's do a promo real quick.
Yeah, we'll do promo and we'll show me a little gift you got there.
Yeah, show them little Shady Sports stickers. It's cool, guys.
You should be snapping on everything after these promos.
Sir, I'll be right back.
My name is Anton Popoff, and this is my 6th year of college football. Training during the hottest times of the day is a recipe for muscle cramps, which is why electrolytes are so important. Hydration is crucial for my performance. Dragon Salt eliminates muscle cramps and boosts your overall energy level. Whether it's a weight room or field session, I fuel up with Dragon Salt beforehand. It's been a game changer for me, and it'll be a game changer for you.
Yes, sir.
That's how we do. Get some Dragon Salt in your life. Boost your routine. Boost your workouts. Boost your athleticism. They got some good flavors too.
Oh, I got this. I was like,
Oh, nice. I do. Thanks, Sam.
You know who
It
that
has not
is.
arrived in the mail yet. Oh my gosh. Look at, you got a Detroit Lion? Hell yeah.
No, it's the
Yes,
Broncos.
dang
It's
right,
the
you got a
Broncos
Detroit
card
Lion.
for Josh Reynolds, but he
No,
didn't play
no,
a
no.
snap for the
That's a
Broncos.
Detroit Lion card right there. I
No,
saw what I
it's
saw. I know what I
Hold on,
saw.
Put this in the corner
Oh
right there.
shit. Oh, well. They put that in the little corner because he only had a little time there.
He didn't even play I don't think he played a regular down for the Broncos, but I appreciate it.
I don't think he did. I think he got popped in the summer
In the club.
and then
Like 50 Cent say in the club.
he missed
The club.
Oh, nice. Slap those babies on everything, guys. Go to our merch store right now. That's what you're doing. You're going to our
Like
merch
Frank
store.
Red Hot.
You're gonna buy some stickers. You're gonna slap that stuff on everything because you know it's good.
Put it in the
Look at
corner
those
right
things.
there. Look at that. That fit right in.
Yeah,
Hold on, like this. Like that.
those are awesome.
Yeah.
I like
Boom.
those.
Oh, here we go. There we go.
Where's the first place you're gonna slap that stuff? Fucker said. Where you gonna put that thing?
Like Andy Sandberg said, I'm gonna throw it on the ground.
And don't
Happy
say your
birthday to
cat.
the ground. Because the world needs it.
Oh,
I don't know.
I don't think that's a good place for it.
People always looking down, man. Sometimes that might be the best place for advertisements. I was watching at the Spartans game, Colorado Spartans game, they have advertisements on the field. Like little sticky advertisements on the field. So, hey, it's a thing. It's a thing. Anyway, I don't know where I'm gonna stick it. I think I don't know. Maybe I'll
throw it on some random person's car at your work. Just
put it up right here.
Put
it up right there, so it's in the middle of the logo. Look at that.
Hell yeah.
In the middle of the logo. No, yeah, put it on some random person's car. And they're nice too. They're all I'll put it on my car actually.
Yeah, it looks like got some thickness to them. Those are nice.
Yeah, it's all super. All right.
If they go over there on the website. What?
Yep. You can go on our website.
If they go over there on the merch store over on the website, said how much do you get one of those suckers for?
Well, if you send me the money, you can get one for probably $35.99.
Oh,
that's if you send me the money. Yeah, and I'll send
Mm-hmm.
you one.
So we gotta go directly through Set if you want the best value.
Yeah, you gotta. But no, but if you go to our store and then you look them up,
you might not even get the sticker either. He'll take the money.
Ooh,
Send you some cat food back.
Dang, I am saying all these songs I shouldn't be saying. Anyway, here I'm trying to pull it up right now.
I know we're getting a preview for the bus stop. Are we gonna get some fresh music on Thursday?
Ooh, yeah, man. We'll be well, we got our intro, but I want to re-record my verse though. I don't like it. I don't like it.
Yeah,
it's not like.
I mean, we gotta cover the Paul George finals.
Yeah. Oh, I forget. Sam, tell us, how do we get to our store again? Oh, there it is, Brandon Blanks. It is not our.
No, that's what it was. I forgot what the name of that thing was.
Yeah, so if you go to the bottom,
because they're relatively new, right? That just happened.
Well, yeah, where he started putting our stuff on his story, yeah. Yeah, so if you go to the bottom of the page, you can see the fantasy reports. You see our hat for $30. We got our fantasy reports t-shirt for $20. We got the Shady Sports t-shirt for $20, the Flex Fit for $25. Oh, you know what? Here, I can do this. We got technology, bro.
Yeah.
So
we have the power. You gonna go see that movie when that comes out?
Superman?
No, they're making a new He-Man movie.
What?
Yeah, dude.
I didn't know that.
It's coming back. Look at that fresh gear. Oh, boy.
Brandon Blanks. If you go to brandonblanks.com/Shady SN.
Awesome promo there, said. Well,
or you go to our website on shadysportsnetwork.com and it'll take you at the bottom. It'll take you to Brandon Blanks. But you see the fantasy reports, shirts, the hats, man. You see all this.
That logo is fire. I like that logo a lot.
Oh, I guess the stickers.
Yeah, get all of our network gear too. And you know what you want to rock at work. We know what you want to rock when you're out hanging out with friends. Get some of our gear.
Right? And, mention our name and, you know what I'm saying? That'll help out the show. Oh, there we go. Stickers are $3
Oh, there it is.
a sticker. $2 a piece if you buy 3 or more.
Nice. Good deal. Good deal. And
Gotta
we
get
should.
some fantasy report stickers too. We will get some fantasy report stickers, but now we got them Shady Sports Network stickers.
Let's get these Shady Sports Network ones cooking, and then we'll
those
fire
are fire.
some of those.
We'll get fantasy reports one day. That FR for real, for real.
Yes, sir.
You see it right there. Look at those hats, man. Those things are clean.
That's slick. I like the FR. That's so sharp.
Yeah, it's just simple. Nothing too wild, nothing too crazy. And then I gotta get mine in, so we gotta get ours in, and we'll rock them.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for the reminder.
Yeah, I'll get them. We'll get them. And the shirt, not quite. It's almost as clean as you got the Shady Sports in the sleeve.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
you're gonna like the way you look. We guarantee it.
Yeah. And people are gonna know you're serious when you step into your fantasy league.
Oh yeah,
they're like,
those draft rooms. They see
You
the
watch
FR. They're like,
reports?
"Oh man, those guys are for real."
We're afraid of you. Anyway, let's get back to it. So we got to dice
Lions and Broncos players.
Let's roll it. We got to get not a 4-2. Called it.
Nice. Called it.
Go to Blackhawk right now. Calling it like that. What up, all you people on Instagram? Shout out to you.
Yeah, what's up, guys? Feel free to check in with us in the chat. Hang out with us. Join the conversation.
This is the fun one. I think this is. Oh, we got one more after this.
Is this a fun one?
This is a fun one, though. This is a bonus one because I guess technically it's not,
okay.
Whatever. Technically, Al Bundy's not.
Oh, snap!
He's a fullback, but still, he had 4 touchdowns.
Got some heavy hitters though.
Al Bundy versus Uncle Rico. You got Uncle Rico. This is your list. Uncle Rico, you're number 2 on your list. You thought so high.
If they just would have put in Uncle Rico, they would have won that game. That's all I'm gonna say.
Throwing dreams bigger than mountains. This dude could throw it over the mountain. I'm pretty sure he could clear over. But that doesn't compete with 4 touchdowns in a game to win the state championship for Polk High.
That's right. He actually got to play and he actually got to score. So stats wise, Al Bundy's got the edge on Uncle Rico.
Yeah, but I mean, if you look at it though, does he though? Because none of us have seen the game. So for all
he talked bad game, but we never saw any of those highlights.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So
but Uncle Rico didn't either. He talked himself up. We didn't see any highlights of that either.
Yeah.
So it all could be just speculation.
Yeah. This is a hard one, It's like gosh, like on one hand, it's like you want if you have to go off what you know, then Al Bundy is the man, right? Because he literally has 4. Not many people have 4 touchdowns in a game in real life or fictional life. It's hard to do.
Oh, for real, yeah.
Josh Reynolds doesn't
I
have
think
4 touchdowns.
I think you have the leaning. Ooh, what was that?
Josh Reynolds doesn't have 4 touchdowns in a game.
I know, and he dropped that brutal catch for the Lions in that San Francisco championship game. That was brutal.
Man. So I'm saying, for a fullback to do it, that's saying a lot. Because you don't.
I'm going to say, if we're going to go stats-wise, or if we're purely going off of the numbers, I'm leaning Al Bundy. I think we got it because Uncle Rico, he didn't get his shot. He didn't get to play.
Though. Those vibes, though, man. Uncle Rico is just cool. Is all out.
Uncle Rico has the better van. He has a better car. He's got the.
See, like Sam said, only because the Broncos never gave him a chance. Exactly. The Broncos gave Uncle Rico a chance. We'd probably still be talking about Uncle Rico right now.
Yeah, well, that was cold on the Broncos' part for not giving him a shot. Who was the quarterback at the time that they didn't let Uncle Rico take over for?
Well, who was that? That was no, that was
we have to
the
do
one
some
that went to Chicago.
Deep dive research.
Yeah,
I don't know. Stats wise, Bundy has the edge over Rico, but I think Rico has that allure, that mystique, that aura.
Yeah, I remember. See, that was.
I guess it goes back to my question earlier. Who would you rather have in the clutch moment?
Well, I mean, Emmanuel Sanders.
You need a first down. Who's going to give you that first down?
Come win. Huh? You need a first down?
I said when the clutch moment happens, when you need a first down.
How far of a first down?
Over that mountain.
Because if it's over that mountain, then I got to call Uncle Rico. But if we gotta get in there,
no,
we gotta actually get a touchdown from that first down, then I gotta go Al Bundy because all he does is score. So
I got a feeling that Uncle Rico is like the Anthony Richardson or the Kenny Pickett of football.
Well,
he's overthrown
Emmanuel
everybody.
Sanders wanted him when Peyton Manning retired. So if Emmanuel Sanders wanted him, then you know he that
damn.
Emmanuel Sanders did not hold back. So
that is true.
I'm saying. But look at that picture of Al Bundy though. That looks like a quarterback you want to carry you. Uncle Rico looked like he focused and poised, like he's just about to.
He's staring through your soul. He's
throw it to no one. It's about to go. Like he's just about to launch it.
If you need a 70-yard bomb, Rico's your guy. If you need a first down, I think you go Bundy or a touchdown.
If you need a touchdown, you go Bundy. If you need a first down over a mountain,
just right out of Mile High Stadium, just yeet.
Real talk though, how do you feel about your center retiring?
Oh, this was shocking news. It took me a day to process it because he was drafted. I think he's only like 7 years in the league. I think he's 29 now.
Yeah.
But it kind of caught me off guard, but it also didn't because if you remember right, after the championship game in San Francisco, he was that whole offseason he was talking about potentially retiring, and his turf toe was bothering him, and his body was starting to give then. And he muscled through it this last season. And props to him for prioritizing his health, though. I mean, even at 29, I know it's really relatively young, but it's kind of the status quo for Lions and Lions players. They retire early, be it whatever circumstance that is following it. But like to prioritize his health because you don't want him to like keep playing through injury, being hurt. And he gets to 40 years old and he's walking around like a 90-year-old because he's only got like 8 toes and has got a half of a back.
Right, because we want to see him play, right? And that's the
so
thing,
respect
right?
to him.
Yeah, we talk about them like retiring early and stuff, and it's like, well, I mean, we work 20 or 30 years to get, a fraction of what they make in 2 or 3 years, So, hey, if they want to do it, and especially, the earlier the better, right? If you can get in and get out, then get in. And get
I think he was one hell of a center. Like he's gonna be missed. It's a big loss for the Lions. It's gonna hurt. And for fantasy wise, this is definitely something to take into consideration when acquiring NFL players for fantasy from the Detroit Lions on offense, specifically the running game. And I think this is going to have a huge impact on specifically David Montgomery over Jahmyr Gibbs, because Jahmyr Gibbs has that passing game. He's able to receive the ball out of the backfield or play off, the end lines.
They're going to need, especially if they're not holding up the middle anymore. Quite like
so. This could really, I think, for Gibbs, it might not be that impactful. I mean, it'll sting because you won't probably see him going in between the tackles as much. He'll be bouncing it outside. But as far as Goff and Montgomery goes, this is definitely a fantasy impactful roster moving decision for the Lions. I mean, I think you honestly go from being a top 3 offensive line in the league to maybe probably top 5 at best, maybe at least top 10. I mean, you got to drop. There is a fall off because you can't really replace him this year. I think the Lions did have an inkling that this was a possibility, though, because based off of how they drafted this year by getting Tate Ratledge in the 2nd round and then going into the 5th round, taking Miles Frazier, I think those were moves that were made to add depth on the offensive line in case of a scenario like this happened. It just so happened it did. I mean, it's kind of unfortunate timing that it happened after the draft, but the positive of it though is he gets to go out on his terms. He got to retire the way he wanted to and not be taken out by injury or other circumstance by not getting a contract somewhere else or what have you. So he's definitely going to be in the Ring of Honor for the Detroit Lions at some point. He's definitely going to be getting recognition for his contributions to the team in one way or another. It's out for debate whether or not he'll be a Hall of Famer. I mean, he's definitely should be in the consideration. I mean, for the longest time, it was him and Kelsey at the center position that were like the premier centers of the league. Right now, I think Creed Humphrey of the Kansas City Chiefs takes over that role as a top center in the NFL.
It sucks though. It sucks to see that, especially when you're like, damn,
it does.
So close. But
because on top of having a new offensive coordinator, having new draft picks come in, and it's definitely there's going to have to be some more realistic expectations coming out of this Lions offense for fantasy and for the NFL. Like I think it's gonna impact them in a way that won't be just replaced immediately. It's going to be a lot of growing pains going forward with that offensive line. But that being said, I trust in Dan Campbell and have faith in Brand Holmes' decisions of the people he brought in. And I think Christian Mahogany will do a bang-up job there on the line, as well as Graham Glasgow, former Bronco. I think he will. I think they'll hold water, but I don't think that offensive line is going to be as good, if not better, than they were last year with Frank Ragnow retiring from the Lions. You'll be definitely missed.
Yeah. With that being said, so we did have one more that I put up, and we'll talk about it real quick. So we had Sunshine versus Radon Randall. This right here.
Sunshine is a hell of a character. I love Sunshine.
Sunshine from California. Sunshine came in, man, and you
you think he was the original Trevor Lawrence, the surfer bro, looking like quarterback?
It's funny because like looking at the pictures of Sunshine, going back to find the pictures, is like so weird. He looks nothing like Trevor Lawrence, but like as soon as I saw Trevor Lawrence, it's just that vibe. Yeah, like you said, that vibe is that feel. And we both had Sunshine towards the bottom of our list. I had him at 9.
Oh yes, he just cracked my top 10.
Yeah, so you had him like right there at 10. And then you had.
But if you had to have a comp for Radon, who does Radon remind you of in the NFL?
If I had to comp Radon, who does Radon remind me of in the NFL? Oh gosh, who would you say he reminds you of?
I got one. It's close. Probably not. He's close to Jameis Winston.
I like it. I couldn't think I like it. I can see that just because but I was trying to think of a quarterback that maybe parties more, but I think Jameis Winston might be the.
Oh, but Jameis Winston has to party. He looks like he's from parties.
I was gonna say that, or maybe Baker Mayfield.
Oh, that's a good one too.
That's because he's super clutch, and Baker Mayfield's super clutch. Jameis Winston can be clutch when he wants to. But yeah, I would probably say Radon Randall is more. Yeah, I can see a Jameis Winston though. I like that. I kind of like that comp actually.
And then if we're going off comps, do you think Sunshine beats out Radon or like?
Well, I got Sunshine and Trevor Lawrence. I don't know, man. That's a tight battle. I feel like
I think it's closer.
I think Jameis has beat Trevor Lawrence the past few times they met.
Have they played each other? Because they're in different conferences.
But they were still at Tampa Bay and Jacksonville.
Mm-hmm. Interesting. That'd be a fun stat to find out.
Yeah, let's see. But anyway, so I don't know if They played each other.
Did Radon win when he was? Because I didn't finish that show.
I did not even start Blue Mountain State, man. I think I
Oh,
watched
it
like
is a
2 or 3
trip.
episodes.
It is a fun
Is
show
it?
to watch.
You're
Yes.
probably like the third person that told me to watch that.
Yeah,
I don't think they play each other.
I don't think Trevor Lawrence or Jameis played each other. No.
Yeah, but I mean, Trevor Lawrence quarterback 27 last year. Jameis Winston was quarterback 28. Based on points, Trevor Lawrence was 28. And
That's
fantasy
actually a good debatable topic of like, who would you rather have, Jameis Winston or Trevor Lawrence?
Yeah, I mean, Trevor Lawrence was 60.6% and Jameis Winston was 61.1%. Trevor Lawrence had 2,045 yards. Jameis had 21.
Damn, that's some stats and sorcery for you guys tonight. Some free stats and sorcery.
They're pretty close. Yeah, Jameis had 13 touchdowns. Trevor Lawrence had 11 touchdowns. Trevor Lawrence had less interceptions, 7 interceptions to 12 interceptions.
Did they already name Russell Wilson the starter in New York
for
the Giants?
I believe so. I don't think Russell Wilson would have went there if he wasn't going to be named the starter.
Oh, that's bum, because I would have loved having Malik Neighbors getting passes from Jameis Winston.
He'll probably get some. It'll probably be the same situation as it was in Pittsburgh.
Okay.
That was probably.
I was actually curious who's going to have the better year, Jameis Winston or Trevor Lawrence.
What? Jameis Winston, man.
Well, yeah,
he don't need a full season.
You know.
This is the thing. Jameis Winston can come in 3 games and throw 14 touchdowns.
He could do 3 games worth of stats that Trevor Lawrence could do through the whole year.
Yeah. Yeah. So he don't need it, man.
All he needs is 3 games. Just give him 3 games, New York. That's all we're asking.
Especially with Malik Neighbors. So yeah. So all right. So Radon Randall. You said that's Jameis Winston.
Yeah, because if we're doing I think I'm gonna go. I know I picked Sunshine on my list, but I gotta go Radon Randall over Sunshine.
I like it. I know. I don't have Radon Randall on my list, but I do got Sunshine on there. But I'll go Radon Randall too.
Who did you have at your 5 then? If it's
my top 5, so my top, I told you.
Yeah,
man, my number 1 was Willie Beamen. Number 1, Willie Beamen. Number 2,
and it's
Shane
still
Falco.
Undecided whether or not he's better than Shane Falco.
Shane Falco is a lefty, so that makes Willie Beamen better than him right there.
Oh,
off that. Are you left-handed?
Hey, Michael Vick was a lefty.
Yeah, then we're not considering Michael Vick the greatest, are we?
Willie Beamen was.
We're considering Willie Beamen the greatest.
Vick.
Yeah, but he was a right-handed version of him. Hey, the stats don't lie, man.
Numbers don't lie.
I didn't make them. They made them. And he might be left-handed. I don't even know. I'm just saying stuff. He might be left-handed too. Who knows? Somebody, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Let me know. Who cares? But anyway, got 3 Paul Crew, 4 Uncle Rico, and 5 Al Bundy.
Okay, Al Bundy.
Up in Polk High. Come on now.
Mm-hmm.
4 touchdowns in a game. Come on.
That was wild. That's a great list.
That's the highlight. So if that's a highlight you live with that long, it got to be that big of a deal.
It had to have been. I mean, that's why he's got to beat out Uncle Rico. You got those stats. Numbers don't lie.
Right. Numbers don't lie. Speaking of some numbers.
Is the only one on this list with a Super Bowl ring Flash Gordon?
No, I thought. Wait, did the replacements not win a ring?
I thought they did.
I thought Willie Beamen had a ring. And this was him, like, retired. Like,
yeah, I thought that was him, like, just doing his redemption tour or whatever.
Yeah, I thought he had a ring. Oh, you know what I forgot? Dang, man. Oh,
hold the picture before you say it. You can.
He wasn't a quarterback.
Oh, he wasn't?
No, that new Snoop Dogg movie. Well, I guess not new, where he was a wide receiver. It was so funny.
Snoop Dogg was a wide receiver in a movie?
Yeah.
How did I miss this?
It was an Amazon Prime movie.
Okay, that's why. Okay, well now I got homework. I gotta check that out.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It was like a decent family movie actually. He had a lot of his the underdogs. He had a lot of his players from because he runs like
Yeah.
a AAU team or whatnot,
Hmm.
and so there's a lot of players from that team in the movie.
Okay,
It's about like
that's
him.
pretty cool.
It's pretty funny. It
Did
was a
they?
pretty funny movie.
You've seen it?
Yeah,
Okay.
but he was a wide receiver, so I guess we'll do a. I don't even know how many wide receivers there are, but we'll do like a
I
top
don't
3
even.
pick a wide receiver.
Or we
I
just
don't
do
know any but
this.
him.
Or we just do this. Snoop Dogg's character in that movie up against real NFL wide receivers.
Oof. Well, in that movie, if we compared him, I would say I would put him as Larry Fitzgerald as like the end of his
Oh, okay.
career.
Got good hands.
Yeah, he had good hands.
I'm curious to know, did
But
Larry
he
Fitzgerald
didn't have
ever
a
drop a
character.
pass?
Huh?
Did Larry Fitzgerald ever drop a pass?
Didn't he drop a pass in that Super Bowl?
Because I think
Against the
Marvin
Steelers?
Harrison, I think original Marvin Harrison was the only wide receiver in NFL history to never drop a pass that was thrown his way.
I think Larry Fitzgerald dropped.
I thought he dropped one in the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
Now that I
I'm
think
saying
of it.
he dropped one in the Super Bowl. But in the regular season? That's ridiculous. He never dropped a pass. Larry Fitzgerald
Marvin
dropped a
Harrison?
total of 29 passes in his NFL career.
Okay.
Still, that's a good amount.
What about
No.
Marvin Harrison? The OG one.
Marvin Harrison Sr., right?
Yeah. I could have swore I saw something that he's never dropped a pass.
In his entire career?
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's either that or he has the highest completion percentage on routes of like that he's caught.
Marvin Harrison Sr. did not drop a pass during his NFL career. Well, of course, he played for Peyton Manning. Why would he drop a pass? How could he drop a pass between the two?
Isn't that wild to
in their
think? I
prime?
mean, granted, it was only 16 games back then, but he never dropped a single pass.
And they only won one Super Bowl.
That's freaking wild.
Yeah. How's that for some stats and sorcery for you?
Got him.
Yes, sir. Speaking of stats and sorcery, my dudes. Hey, let's take a promo real quick, and then we'll come back
Yeah,
and
we'll
we'll talk
get right
about
into it,
these
guys.
other
Stick around with
numbers.
us.
Yeah, guys, stick around, hang out, kick back, put your feet up, and we got some more for you. We'll be back. It's Fantasy Reports and Shady Sports Network. I'm your bus driver. That's the other bus driver holding it down. We'll be right back, guys. Yes, sir.
Back.
My bad. I was looking at the Instagram screen like, what is going on? I guess it froze up over there. Maybe it did.
Well, everyone.
Anyway, guys, we're
Instagram, thank you
talking.
for joining.
We got stats and sorcery, but we also got Justin's question of the week. So, which new team is going to be the next team?
I want to know, guys. I want to know
to
which
win
one's the new one.
Super Bowl.
Do you have a picture up of the list that CBS Sports came up with the highest
No.
odds?
I
If you
don't.
checked into our Facebook group and our Discord channels page, I posted up a picture of like the teams that have the highest odds for 2025, and it was actually quite surprising to see where they had the odds makers out of who is the next NFL team new champion to win the Super Bowl, as far as the first one ever in their franchise history. So that's what I'd like to know, chat, tonight. Throw us up yours in the chat, who you have winning it First time ever, new Super Bowl champ.
Right? Who is it? Who shall it be? I want to see what
Who's
you
going to
guys
be
are thinking.
said? Who do you think? Who has the roster to get it done?
The first Super Bowl.
Their first Super Bowl of all time.
I think. Hold on. Let me see. The team. Oh, why do I keep coming back to the screen? Team that I think to have
it just
the
wants
chance.
you. It's like, look at me.
The team to win the next new NFL team to win a Super Bowl. So the NFL team or franchise that has not won a Super Bowl. How many teams have not won a Super Bowl?
Out of 32, I think there is 13.
13?
I think there's at least a dozen.
12 teams.
12 haven't?
Yeah.
Ooh, dang. Nice.
So we got the Cleveland Browns have not won a Super Bowl.
And they will not win a Super Bowl.
The Detroit Lions. Houston Texans. You don't think the Browns can win the Super Bowl?
No, I think it's just a dumpster fire of an organization.
Oh, man. Jacksonville
Which
Jaguars.
is rough because, like, I think they do it to themselves. I mean, they got talent when talent gets there, but I think, you know, with the Baker Mayfield situation, they had him. They were the first overall pick. They took him, and then they ship him off for nothing.
Look at them now.
Mm-hmm.
Re-signing deals. Wow.
But,
who would have knew?
yeah, as for the Lions, I probably have them at probably top 3 teams to win it for the first ever. Who's the other one you said? Houston?
Oh, yeah. So, Houston.
Okay. I'd
They're
probably
up there. I'd put them up there with the Lions.
Yeah, I put them up there with the Lions.
They're
Yeah.
kind of in that same bracket, I'd say. Just because, especially because they have an easier division
Mm-hmm.
than the Lions. Jacksonville Jaguars, man.
Division. Yeah.
Jaguars are going to be a problem this year.
You think so? Do you think they turn the corner?
Think the Jaguars will be a problem this year. Yes, I'm
Better than the Titans?
Mm-hmm.
Just in that division, so they'll be better than the Colts and the Titans?
Mm-hmm.
Do you think they can win the division? They beat out Houston? Because they always play them tough every year.
You got to beat out Houston. I don't know.
But every year they play them tough, man, and those games are exciting. They're high scoring.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I
don't think Jacksonville's quite up there with Houston or Detroit, but I probably give them in the top 10 of those 12 teams. Ooh. Hey, what's going on, Pensman Sports? Welcome. Thanks for tuning in with us.
There we go.
I like your take, though, Seth. The Jacksonville, you think they can win out the division?
Well, I don't know if necessarily can just necessarily win out the division, but with the extra,
can you at least paint me the path that they do? What would it take for the Jacksonville Jaguars to win the division?
A meltdown by the Texans.
So the Texans have to have
like that division. It can happen, right? I think they can.
Mm-hmm.
I think they can.
So you're
beat
saying
out
if
the Titans
Houston
for
has
sure.
significant injuries,
mm-hmm.
like if one of their
Texans,
big hitters goes down,
they dealt with it last year, right? Nico Collins went down, and that just kind of decimated their offense. What did they do after that? They still made it into the playoffs, but I mean, if Trevor Lawrence had not went down, who knows? You know,
that's a good take. I like that one. I think you want to hear my rundown of the AFC South, how the division finishes out. Said
yeah, because who's those other two teams? The Titans and the Colts.
We got Titans and the Colts. So
the Colts. Anthony Richardson as quarterback. Go ahead.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I was just gonna say, I think it's gonna be Houston's gonna win it this year. I think they're gonna retain the division crown. Then it's gonna be Jacksonville in the number 2 spot. And then I have the Titans in the 3 spot and the Colts finishing at the bottom of the division at 4.
Dang, Colts is 4, Titans is 3.
I don't know exact win-loss records, but at the end of the year, that's how I feel it shakes out.
That's how I feel like it shakes out every year.
I could see the Colts potentially vying for a top 5 pick in the draft, if not a top pick in the draft.
Dang, I feel like Cam Ward may come out hot though. I can see Cam Ward coming out hot.
I think that is true though. I think Pensman Sport is true. I agree with that it's going to take at least a year or two for him to develop. I just think that the Titans as a team will be more productive in this season than the Colts will be. Where do you have the division falling out 1 through 4?
Well, I just feel like it's going to be really tight between the Jags and the Texans. Because it really just determines, man. I think it just comes down to really how much Trevor Lawrence plays. If Trevor Lawrence stays healthy, you know, they have a.
That's what I think too. Is that the Jags need to stay healthy and they need to not shoot themselves in the foot. They need to finish out games. They need to close out teams, and they have to learn to stop starting games from behind and like playing in a deficit or just playing loser ball. They need to just turn that corner, get it going between the ears, whatever it takes, and get rhythm going with the team. And because I feel like Trevor Lawrence is capable of playing exceptional football, and he's got now Travis Hunter and Brian Thomas Jr. On the team, and he's still got Travis Etienne. Yeah. So the offense is there. It's just it's just all gotta click.
What's the other the other running back they have? Gosh, what was his name? He went off. Tank Bigsby. Come on now.
So you got Houston finishing first. Jags. Who's your 3rd and 4th spot?
Well, I got Titans right there at 3rd, and Colts, unfortunately, man. And you know what?
Okay.
I should have Colts as first. With Anthony Richardson, that Gator. Gotta put that Gator as first, man. But hey, whatever. I'll put him as 4th. Because really, they don't know how to use them. They don't know what to do with them.
I think it's a cultural thing with the Colts. It's just they don't, ever since Andrew Luck left, they just don't know how to figure out the quarterback position.
Yeah.
And they did just shop out 2 of their offensive linemen to the Vikings.
All right, so Pensman Sports, what do you say? Houston first, Jacksonville second, Colts 3rd, Titans 4th.
Okay.
That's about right? I mean, the only flip is, Colts and Titans at the end, right? I got Colts 3rd, or I got Colts 4th, Titans 3rd. So
I'm curious to know what's your separation between the Colts and the Titans. What's going to be the difference maker of where having Titans finishing last and the Colts pushing for that 3rd spot?
Quarterback play.
True. I think, if Anthony Richardson plays better this year, that he'll edge out the Titans. He could help the Colts edge out the Titans in that 3rd spot.
What up, Steph? My little sister watching me on TikTok.
Hey!
Guys, head over to YouTube. Watch us on Shady Sports Network, Fantasy Reports. We live.
Hit those fancy little buttons there and get this going in your algorithms.
Yeah, Jonathan Taylor, man. That's what I was going to say, too. It depends on the running game. But you know what? The Titans had a legit running game, too, man. Hey, Pollard looked really good.
Yeah, I was impressed by Pollard last season. He came in with low expectations, and he really held his own in a mid to below average offense. So if he can do that with some better quarterback play, more, better offensive line, and they've, start, winning more games. I think it's the future is bright for Tennessee. I don't think it's all doom and gloom, but and I don't think it's far off between 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. I think between the Houston and Jaguars, they'll be close. It won't be a huge gap in the standings. And between the Colts and the Titans, I don't think it's going to be a huge gap in the standings. I think it'll probably come down to those last 4 games of the season, what's really going to define whether or not where those teams finish in the division.
And what
in a sense, it's not really a highly competitive division, but within the division, it'll be competitive on where they hash it out and finish.
See? Rico, know what's up.
There you go. There's Jordan. I knew he was going to pop up.
Yeah, Jordan, where's your fantasy? Where's your fictional quarterback list, bro?
Yeah.
You hit that top 10 fictional quarterback list. Yeah, guys, I missed it earlier. We went through our fictional quarterbacks, had our battles back to back to back. So go back and watch that early in the episode. Oh, but Tony Pollard did hold it down for quite a bit of teams, and then Pensman Sports year 3 Titans.
Pensman, I want to know
get Cam help. That's
what,
all they need to do.
What will the Titans be going after in the draft in year 3 to help out Cam Ward and that Titans offense to take it to the next level?
Well, you're right. They have
got the quarterback this year. They got Tony
probably
Pollard,
better receiver help. Probably
you think they draft a wide receiver?
Yeah, definitely gonna draft.
Because I can still see them drafting top 10 this year, probably like 10 to 12 range, 8 to 12 actually.
Dang. So you got them not doing so well.
Yeah, like, bottom of their division and probably like bottom of the league as well. I don't see them making it.
I feel like there's some wins though they can squeeze out though. That's the thing though. It's the AFC. There's some wins that the Titans can definitely squeeze out. And Ohio State wide receiver, right? So many of those Ohio State players in the NFL, right? Now,
hey, their wide receivers translate to the NFL well. Like, it's just that's what they're known for. That's what they're good at, and they keep the pipeline moving. Just like the Gators are. What are they well known for putting out as far as like
the Gators? Right? We used to be DBU. We used to put out some good receivers. We put out some good receivers and running backs. We got some decent running backs. ETN, right? The ETNs.
Yeah, they need a defense desperately. I agree, Pensman. Like, the Titans are gashed on the defensive side of the ball.
No, Ohio State currently has 9 wide receivers in the NFL right now.
That's a lot. I think that's above the average.
So yeah, maybe an Ohio State wide receiver. I mean, do they have defense in the AFC South though besides the Texans? Well, I mean, Jacksonville, right?
Like, both South divisions are kind of like the same, like, wise. They got good offenses with poor defenses, so it makes for high scoring affairs, and it makes for
the Texans have a really good defense.
Oh, sorry, I spaced on that. Keep forgetting the Texans are in the South.
Yeah, because they don't play like they're in the AFC South. They play more consistent than the AFC South.
They're like,
well, yeah, right. Jacksonville will be really, really good one season, and then they'll play like crap for 4 seasons. Never know. I guess most teams kind of do that too. Shoot themselves in the foot. They have one good season, and all the good players go and get bigger paychecks at teams that are ready to win Super Bowls.
Here's a question for you, Chad, as well as Seth here. Who is your favorite fantasy football player to have on your team rostered out of the AFC South?
Ooh, well, you know who mine was.
We'll get to this one right after this.
You know who mine was, though.
Travis Hunter?
No. Nico Collins.
Oh, yeah, your boy Nico. That's a good one.
It's Travis Hunter now.
Oh, it is. You've changed.
Yeah.
You've set Nico aside. You picked up the shiny new toy, and Travis. Oh, snap.
Yeah.
Oh,
gotta get
there's
that
an uncanny
Jaguar
resemblance there, Sned. I thought I was talking to Travis Hunter for a second.
That Royal Jaguar color on.
Yeah.
No, yeah. Travis Hunter. How do I think Travis Hunter will do? I think he'll do as good as they let him do.
Yeah. To answer to finish off my question, mine favorite player out of the AFC South to watch is Brian Thomas Jr. That's my favorite player to have rostered in fantasy football is Brian Thomas Jr. He is a monster of a man and a beast of a wide receiver.
Mine is Nico Collins. For sure. Tony Pollard is a good one. He's a good pickup because you can get him later. Nobody's looking for
If you have both those guys on your team as your starting wide receivers, you cook it in your wide receiver room. And I will go back to Pensman's here with Pollard. I do have Tony Pollard this year as a buy in dynasty leagues and in redraft leagues, definitely I have a Tony Pollard as a running back that you should be pursuing in your mid to late rounds of your fantasy drafts. He's no schmuck. He's no chump to look over, to undervalue, because he what he did last year with his stats and his performance in that offense. I think it's only going to get better this year with having a quarterback there that he's going to be his best friend. You might see some more catches out of the backfield. Definitely running. They're going to run him not into the ground, but they're definitely going to rely on his talent to motor through that offense and be that prototypical Derrick Henry type of, like, that's how they want to run the offense through, is Tony Pollard. So I'm high on Tony Pollard this year for running backs in mid to late rounds of your redraft leagues, and for dynasty leagues if you're trying to find a good value of a veteran running back to trade for to add to your contending teams to make a push for the ship.
Some hot takes.
Yeah, he could. I agree, though. He could. If he put on some more muscle and get some more pounds there, he could, make an argument for that.
There we go.
He's got that sturdy, aggressive running style that you like to see in a running back, and he showed it when he was with the Cowboys. And I think last year it didn't translate well with that offensive line in Tennessee, and I think this year it's going to polish itself out, and you're going to see a really good running back too in your lineups. And definitely a flex if you're really stacked at the running back position. So definitely keep an eye on him this year, guys. Don't write him off. He should be a good contributing running back to have on your teams.
Should definitely be looking at Tony Pollard, especially in those later rounds. You don't get those top heavy hitter guys. He's somebody who could scoop up a good handful of points for you consistently on a consistent basis, as long as he's healthy.
Yeah, definitely. If you're going with the zero running back strategy too until the late rounds to grab, because I think a lot of your league mates are just going to look at him and see, he's with the Titans. It's, they don't have a good offense, but that's where you reap the reward of what, your league mates sleep on. So,
yeah. Once they have a rookie quarterback, they got to run, right? So you think about the Titans, like, okay, well, maybe they get back to their Derrick Henry days, as Pensman Sports said. If he hits the weight room, he could be compared to Derrick Henry, which, it's not an easy thing to say, man. Derrick Henry's a beast. It ain't too many you can compare.
Right? He's the king. They call him the king for a reason. So good takes from Pensman. We appreciate it here.
Yes, Pensman, thanks for joining in with us. So, yeah. That's what we had.
Get into some stats and sorcery set. Get some numbers cooking.
Stats.
What do you want to show us first?
All right, so hold on, where we go. Oh, wrong drum roll.
What's the reveal there?
Wrong drum roll. Yeah, guys, we got the stats and sorcery.
Yeah. Put that wizard cap back on, Stat. Get that purple wizard cap back on.
Hey, right. Get the stats and sorcery.
Hell yeah.
Hey. There we go.
Hell yeah. That's balling.
Oh, I can't even put my headphones on with
Oh, no.
Hey, there we go. Stats and sorcery time. So, stats and sorcery. We got Justin coming through big. Hey, what's up, Pensman Sports? Hey, a Steelers fan. Come on and talk
Steelers. Maybe he has some takes on these Steelers fantasy options for this year. That'd be good to pick his brain on what's going on in Steel Country.
I would love to get you on here to talk Steelers fans.
Yeah.
So let us know, man. We can talk about it.
Because I'm fascinated by it. I need to know. I need to get this team dissected. I need to know who's draftable, who's to have on your fantasy teams, because for me, the Steelers, they're an enigma. I have no clue where to begin with, what their quarterback situation is like, how the running back room is going to look now that Najee. So, yes, it would be intriguing and exciting to have a Steelers fan's take on what to expect of them for fantasy this year.
Right. Oh, man, what am I trying to do here?
We got set This just in, we got the top 10 fictional quarterbacks from the man himself, J-Mac.
Oh, shoot. There we go.
Run us through it, Sad.
Man, Jordan's top 10 quarterback list. 10. Junior Floyd from Little Giants. I love
Oh,
it.
good movie.
Already coming
Good
with the heavy
movie.
hitter. Shutting
Yeah,
it down.
that's his number 10.
9, Uncle
I
Rico.
can't believe he got past me. I didn't even think about that man.
I didn't even. Gosh, can we do this list over? Come on, this list. He had a chance to look at it. Come on.
Junior
I
Floyd's
forgot.
going head to head with Willie
Forrest Gump was
Beamen
a
over there.
running
Said,
back.
you gotta watch out. You're gonna catch haymakers.
Oh man. Number 9, Uncle Rico. Number 8, G. Grinuel. However you say it. Number 7, Moxon, Johnny Moxon.
There we go.
Varsity Blues. Number 6, Jimmy Dix, the last Boy Scout. Holy crap. How did I forget about the weigh-in, bro?
The past.
Come on, man. He bringing all the heavy hitters. All right. Johnny Utah, number 5, Point Break. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Snake. Okay. I thought he said Forrest Gump. I
hey
didn't
now.
think. Okay. Okay.
All right.
He was the only one that get the ball down there to him. All right. Number 3, Al Bundy. I like that at 3.
Yeah.
And then, of course, Paul Crew. And then Shane Falco.
Yeah, that's right. There's our tiebreaker set. We finally got it. Shane
Oh,
Falco
man.
over Willie Beamen.
He did mention the quarterback from Waterboy. My wife said quarterback from Waterboy is number 1, so
Oh, well,
that's number 1.
gotta move him up the list then. Said so he had Waterboy. He had Gee at 8. Where did I have him again?
You had Gee. Hold on, let me see. Yeah, I had Gee at number 8.
Yeah. Oh, I had him at 8 too. Where'd you have him?
I had him at I didn't have him on my list.
Oh, don't tell your wife.
I know, right?
You're screwed.
He was on my list by default through my wife. So,
You swap him out with Willie Beamen at your 1?
no,
No.
not at all.
I don't know. I think Jordan has a fire list here. I mean, he puts ours in some serious competition here.
Jordan list. I mean, especially coming at number 10 with the
Yeah, I mean, he already hit
like,
us with Junior Floyd at 10. That's a hard
how did
hitter.
I forget about the Little Giants. What in the world?
I like the list, Jordan. Thanks for throwing that up there for us. I appreciate it. That's awesome.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, it was a good list for sure. And then what about the quarterback from All American?
What's his name? I don't remember that. Is that a movie?
Yeah. Is it All American Rejects?
Ah, here we go.
Jordan
Baker. Okay. See, I got homework to do. I don't remember that one. Oh, wait, what was that? He's got a hot. Was that a hot take? Or what was that? I saw
I don't think I've seen this show, All American. Let's check it out.
Sure. Yeah, I'm gonna have to check it out. Thanks for that one. So Jalen Warren will be a running back. Ooh. Will Jalen Warren be better than Tony Pollard?
Oh man.
What do you think, Seth?
Yeah, maybe. He could be.
Maybe.
Tony Pollard's not a solid running back 1, which is why he's not. Well, Dallas is done. Anyway, what they're doing. Anyway, going through this though, we got this real quick. We got a couple minutes running. We got about like 15 more minutes left. But Jalen Warren over. I mean,
it's calling net. Okay.
Tony Pollard, unfortunately, like I said.
Good recommendation.
I know.
We'll have to check all that. We'll all have to check that out. Learned something new today, Seth.
Tony Pollard.
Yeah, we'll have to pick his brain a little bit further then on that going forward. I'm interested.
Nice. I like movie series. They're like, oh, it's too long to make a movie. Let's just
True.
make a bunch of
So do you want to
episodes.
hit him with one more promo and then get into these last couple bits?
Yeah. So we talk about these
We're
things.
done
That'll be the
here.
last thing and roll it out. So yeah, guys, we'll hit this promo, hit that like button. Hit that share button, Pensman Sports. Thanks for rocking with us for sure.
Everybody, thank you. Truly
yeah.
appreciate it.
Yeah, Static Jordan, thanks for joining. I love the list, man. Glad you got
Love
it
the
in.
list.
And we'll just keep it rocking here in Fantasy Reports, guys. So hit that like button, hit that share button, tell your friends. And we'll get another Shady Sports promo in just because you need to know where we're from, right? Rock with it. Keep
Absolutely.
it going. Heck yeah. So let's keep this boat rolling, guys. Hit that like button. We'll be right back. Hey now, man! I just got these songs.
Now we're getting to the rapid fire round for tonight's episode.
Yes, sir. All right,
Fire
so
away, said.
We got your stats and sorcery stats. So we got
Yes, sir.
the highest paid player at each position in the NFL.
Fascinating group of numbers here. Whoop, 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 whoop.
There we go.
So the caveat is there's one. So you see only one tackle, one center, one guard. We know you run multiple tackles and offensive linemen. This is just purely each position. So tackle, center, guard. So out of these, there's some not surprising ones. Dak Prescott, QB, Myles Garrett, the defensive end, my Detroit Lions, Kirby Joseph now, cornerback position. Or the safety position, sorry. But any other of these names, these guys catch your eye, Zed? I think it's fascinating how much the punters and kickers are getting paid.
Well, I mean, the punter's only getting $3 million, though, which is, I guess, is a lot for being,
For potentially not even playing in the game if there's no punts.
And Harrison Butker, man, he keeps his wife in the kitchen, so.
Oh, snap.
Hey.
Yeah, I think it's wild how much Dak is getting still. And it's like he was hurt last year, so we didn't get to see any of it. It's just wild. But that's kind of the Cowboy thing to do, right? Throw a bunch of money at a player.
Look at the teams. I think it's more interesting to look at the teams that are spending the money. You see the Chiefs, they got 3-4 of the highest paid players in this list.
Oh, yeah.
How long can they keep them, right? That's only because
that's a good question.
Pat Mahomes isn't getting $60 million. That's all his money right there, right? What is that? 18, 23.
Well, I think Patrick Mahomes, too, reconstructed his deal multiple times to accommodate for these other guys.
Yeah.
Because I think he got a crap ton of money. He just spaced it out a lot. But I think whereas Dak is more condensed in a shorter time, it's still wild to me that Dak Prescott's the number. That's just
because then Pat Mahomes, he signed that 10-year deal, and then he signed an extension.
Yeah, I know they've been moving his deal around for the last 4 or 5 years now.
He got them baseball numbers.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, as far as
that Jamar Chase payday, nice.
Jamar Chase and freaking what's their second receiver? Why can't I think of names?
T. Higgins.
It's crazy.
Yeah, they both share the same agents, so they got similar. Not the same, but
no, not all the same, right? T. Higgins didn't get $40 million.
True. Yeah. That's I can't keep anybody. Hey, but they're all in. Remember, Jerry Jones says they're all in. Said they're playing for championships over there in Dallas.
They're all in on Dak. For some, I don't. Yeah, but they did. They got Pickens. So, hey man,
Do you think Dak has a bounce back year getting Pickens on the team and coming
that's a
back from
pretty
injury?
good
Do you think he has
combo.
a? Do you think he's a candidate for comeback player of the year?
I can see it. If he can stay
I-
healthy.
Yeah.
Yeah, if he can stay healthy, I can see it. Who's he going up against? Who would the other candidates be?
That is a good
For
question.
comeback player of the year, I guess it'd be Christian McCaffrey.
Oh, you'd have to go up against him too. Yep.
Yeah, it'd be Christian McCaffrey. It would be, I guess if Deshaun manages to get healthy, him.
True. Mm-hmm. Maybe Brandon Ayuk.
Would they have two players from the same team? I guess, yeah, if they're both.
Yeah, I don't know about that. Yeah.
That's why the Cowboys can't keep.
You think so? Has there ever been two comeback players from the same team?
Well, I mean, in the run-ins, I guess they both got a chance. They played two different positions that are both
True.
productive.
Yeah.
So they both have a chance to
Then I
produce.
see why not.
I don't think Ayuk's gonna produce as much as we think he is without
Yeah.
Debo out there. Debo's the enforcer, man.
Yeah, the wide receivers I like out of the 49ers in order of for fantasy is Ricky Pearsall, Juwan Jennings,
Superman.
Brandon Ayuk, and then I think the fourth guy's name is Jacob Cowing, I think it is. But anyways, the ones that matter, I think it's going to be Ricky Pearsall is going to lead that wide receiver group this year for fantasy out of the Niners.
That's interesting. Hot take right
But I
there.
still
You
think
guys
that
heard
George
it.
Kittle is the number one target on that offense for passing. Obviously, it's CMC if he's healthy.
I just paid Kittle like it, so we'll see.
Oh, yeah, he did.
Give him that
Kittle in the
extension.
middle works every time.
Hey, very true.
He got a huge payday. I think he was that tight end on the list there, the highest paid one, too.
I think so.
Yeah. So that's that fun little list, highest paid players. It's interesting to see what everyone's getting those bags and what they look like at every position.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think a lot of these
fumble
change
them
this year?
bags?
After this year, do you think some of these change out, or is this kind of like the standard
well, yeah, we're gonna see these beat out probably halfway through the year. Some of them, not all of them. Like we probably won't see the running back beat out. We probably won't see the safeties or the cornerbacks beat out. I feel like after they do, like once they set those records with those positions, they kind of hold off for a year. So But I don't know. But I think we'll definitely probably see some new names on this list. We won't see, Myles Garrett beat out probably. That's a lot.
Yeah, probably not for a couple of years. You're right. I think this is going to probably be what it is for a couple of years now.
Mm-hmm. Good question. Will the Eagles be bad because of Barkley making the Madden cover because of the Madden curse? I don't know.
I hope he stays healthy. I don't want him to have
if he comes out and
CMC
gets
year
hurt
where
in the first play.
CMC got on the cover and then he got hurt. So I'm hoping that Barkley stays healthy. I think he should stay productive. I think Barkley, if he's healthy, is going to have a great year. He's going to be phenomenal for fantasy again because they like to run the ball. They like to be a run-first offense, and I think they'll lean on that again with that great offensive line they have. And I think I don't think the Madden curse will play as much of an effect on Barkley as it did CMC.
Hopefully not.
Hopefully not. Yeah, because I hate to see it. I mean, the Madden curse is a thing because it's a thing. It's happened, all those guys, following year. So hopefully, fingers crossed, Barkley stays healthy. But I think I don't think Barkley will have as good of a year as he did last year. Better. He could have a same or similar year. And if that's the case, is he in the argument to be an MVP candidate? If he has the same or similar type season said? Hell yeah.
Well,
hell yeah.
And if he does have the same similar type season, but it's kind of hard to have the same or similar type.
Yeah,
season.
it's hard. It's really hard to replicate that.
Defenses have seen it. They're not just letting you run up and down on them like that. They're not letting you take these screens to the house like that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they're gonna make sure they have a guy to cover you. Or they're gonna make sure they have a guy that can match you speed for speed for sure if they can get one. So I don't know. I feel like we'll see a lot of it. Obviously, he's been producing year in, year out, and he's only gotten better with, you know, coming over to the Eagles. But it is he had a really great season last year.
Yeah, it'll be hard to top
And he
it
got
as
that
long as he
bag
stays
too.
healthy.
Once they get that bag, it's hard to see them.
It weighs you down. It really holds you back a little bit. That weight of
Right, you got so much money, you can't like move as fast. It seems like they just get hurt all of a sudden. So we'll see.
And before we hop on out of here, said I think going back to his, did we answer his question about Travis Hunter? How we thought he was going to do this year?
I think Travis Hunter's going to do great. Honestly, as long
I think
as let him do.
I'm with Seth on that. I think Travis Hunter is going to have a great year in Jacksonville.
Yeah, he's a young guy, man. Honestly, I think he can still come in.
I
play
think
both
what
sides
they'll do at first. I think at first they're going to have him primarily play snaps at wide receiver more than defensive back. I think he's going to be on the field as a receiver, get that offense going before they, you know what I mean? I think he's going to be out on both sides of the field. I just think it's going to be more on offense and defense.
If he proves it, I think if he proves it, I think they'll put him, you know, if he can prove he's the best defensive back, they'll put him on the number one receiver. They'll play him where he can play.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like we see linemen.
Yeah, I mean, they invested in him like so. They gave up a next year's first and I think another pick too. So they're putting their faith in him, and I think it's going to show. Their hands are tied. They got us, so they can't just be soft on him. They got to put him out there and play him.
Yep, and he's all for it. So I'm here for it too. Play him, you know, just like everyone else. And then, like he said, Brown did bad when he was on the cover. PMC did bad when he was on the cover. So, you know.
So is that scaring you away, the Madden cover for drafting Barkley this year? Gives you a thought?
No. Right? Like all, you know, like CMC, right? People draft number one and then boom.
I had him that year. Personally, I was like, oh, yeah, he's so good. And then I saw him hit the cover, and then I was ignorant about him. Like, nah, he'll be fine.
But who knows, right? We're not living our life by some game, right? Who knows?
But
I was still
drafting. It's been true more often than not, Seth.
It has. Maybe they're just.
What happened to Peyton Hillis after he?
It's right after they get the bag too, right? They get the bag and they go on the cover, and then they're hurt. Yeah. They're like, "I'm gonna go play Madden." Look at me in Madden. I'm taking off. My player's killing it, crushing it right now at the 2,000 yards. I just broke the record in Madden. Do you think Travis Hunter is going to stand out as a wide receiver cornerback? He had a crazy pick in OTA. I think. It really is.
Yeah, did you see that pick?
To get significant playing time at both positions to even stand out, quite honestly. I think if he has an average season at both positions, then we'll see him in a lot of conversations.
I don't
think he has to stand out on one or the other. I think he just has to be consistent and actually, like, you know, be a shutdown corner and be a route running wide receiver.
That's fair.
Like, I don't think he has to have, like, you know, I don't think he has to have over 100 catches. I don't think he has to have, you know, 7 or 8 picks. I think if he has like 4 picks and
give him a handful,
600 yards receiving, I think that's pretty freaking good.
That's pretty solid for rookie year.
Yeah,
I personally think though.
Go ahead.
That Travis Hunter is going to have more of a learning curve on defense in the NFL, going up against these top wide receivers and these top offenses in the league. I think he'll have a little bit more adjustment to make, and he'll have a harder time being a standout on defense, opposed to being put there on offense with Trevor Lawrence and BTJ on the other side and being productive player on that offense. I think he could be more of a path to being a standout on offense than defense, if that makes sense. I think the path to that for defense is going to be harder for him in the league than it will be on offense. Because I feel like he could be fire on offense and like get about 5 or 6 touchdowns and maybe push for 1,000 yards. But on defense, I think it'll, if his team puts him in those situations where, he's getting exposed and put on an island right away. And I think it could really mess with his moxie or his confidence if he's getting toasted and burned on defense. Not that I think he will, but it's just, I think the path to the standout level will be more on offense than defense, if that makes sense.
So I was gonna say, Rico said 800 yards receiving.
Mm-hmm. That's a good number.
Yards. Now I was gonna say, what if he had? Okay, what if I said, okay, well, he had 62 passes caught for 885 yards? What were you gonna say?
I would take that. I think that's a safe. I think that's a safe ceiling for him.
That's what Marvin.
I think the floor is like what you said, 600 yards.
That's what Marvin Harrison Jr. had last year. 62 catches for 885 yards. And what about this? What if he has 4 interceptions?
Damn.
That's what
I think
Pat
he can do
Surtain
that.
had his rookie season.
I think he's a capable player to do these things.
Yeah.
I think that if this makes sense, like the team is gonna the situation, the game situation is gonna hold him back if it's not going ideally on offense.
Yeah.
Like if they're trying to run the ball a lot, they're going 3 and outs, they're not having opportunities to sustain drives and getting the red zone, the opportunity to score points. You know what I mean? Like I think he could do it, but the team, if they can get there and put him in those situations where he can capitalize.
Yeah.
I'm also curious to know, do you think they have him on punt and kick returns on special teams?
We'll see. Let's dive into that.
Would you put him back there?
Episode. Let's dive into that in the next episode. I think so. I don't know if you would. He already is doing so much. I probably wouldn't try to put him back there. Honestly, like that's already so much added on.
I think that'd be testing fate of just like, okay, we don't need you back there, but
playing special teams. Yeah, I think that's a little bit too much. But guys, it's been a good episode tonight. Gosh, we were rocking the bus. Almost didn't even see what time it was. Keep it going, right?
I love it, though. I love it. All you guys helping us out, chiming in, contributing, being a part of this show, being a part of this with us. It's fabulous. I love it, and I encourage more of it to happen in next week's episode. Come along with us, share us, like us.
Actually, we got the fantasy draft or the mock draft on Sunday.
Ooh, you hear that, guys?
For the Fantasy Reports Football League. So we'll be doing the mock draft this Sunday, guys. So come watch the mock draft. Tell us what you think about it.
Definitely want to see that.
Right? We're building it up.
Because the first time around was fun as hell.
Yeah, so we'll get that going. Get some of those guys back on from the league and the Sleeper app. And we still got some room in our basketball league in the Sleeper app, guys. So
trying to get that popping off.
Yeah, the links in the chat. Just in the descriptions, and get with us. We'll get you a link for that. But definitely get in the leagues with us. We got some pretty fun leagues going, and this football league's gonna be a great one. We're gonna have it here on the show. So every Sunday night we'll be updating on that league, and as we give you updates on the week too. So that'll be something added on. So guys, it's been fun tonight. I want to say thanks for rocking with us. Hit that like button. All you guys that hit that like button already, thank you for chiming in as usual. You guys rocking with us over on X, over on YouTube, over on Twitch, wherever you are. Thanks for rocking with us, guys, on Instagram. We've had that up all night. See a couple of you join over there. So, hey, don't forget to hit that like button over there, too. And follow us if you don't already. Shady Sports Network. This is Fantasy Reports, and I'm the bus driver. That's the other bus driver, Justin. Justin, you got anything before we get out of here, man?
If you're so inclined to and privileged to do, please check out the merch store. Get some good gear, some cool stuff to throw on and represent us out there in the public. And please keep this going and check out our social media groups, Facebook group, the Discord channel. If you want to keep this thing popping after we come off live, I'm on there more times than not. You can find me and start a conversation. We got a channel in Discord, and we got a group over there in fantasy to answer all lineup questions, anything fantasy sports related. Whatever you get on here carries on over there, and we're more than happy to keep that popping for you and keeping this thing growing and keeping this thing going. So I look forward to Sunday night's episode. I hope all of you come in and join us with us for that, and bring a friend, bring somebody else new with you, so we get some more eyes on this thing.
There we go. Yeah, guys. So keep rocking with us. Come back and join us Sunday night, 7 p.m. here on Shady Sports Network. It's been fun. It's been real.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody. Have a good one.
I'm a game changer. I'm a game changer. I'm a game changer. I'm a game changer. I'm a game changer.